Hello, Sharks, and welcome to sunny Tampa, Florida. I'm Cole Miles, owner of Higher Order Smokers, where we've sold over 21,000 smokers for over $2.6 million in our first 18 months.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Taylor, and I'm here to welcome you to the future of drinking cocktails at home. Drink smokers are unique, quality hardwood pieces that nest into drinking glasses and are used to infuse unique smoky flavors into any cocktail. All of our smokers are influenced by early American intellectuals and artists and offer distinct flavor differences based off of the wood of your choosing. We have our Maryland, made from sweet and mellow maple. The Hemingway, made from a smooth and lovely cherry. The Fitzgerald, from our intense and bold hickory. And our Armstrong, made from our savory bacon-like white oak.
I also designed these magnificent butcher blocks and their pinstripe pattern, which accentuates the bold and beautiful grain of maple, cherry, and walnut woods, as well as pay tribute to early Americana. Each one is made in-house by our masterful craftsmen who take immeasurable pride in their work.
Not only can you infuse great flavors with your favorite cocktails, but you can now also smoke your favorite foods with our smoking dome. Put out your opulent spreads of meats and cheeses, cover with our smoking dome, place the smoker on top, and let the infusion begin.
I am offering a 10% share in my company in exchange for $450,000. In our first 7 months since inception of May 2021, we did a combined $854,000 in sales between our Kickstarter, local retail store, and website. We also had features in Fox Local Tampa Bay News, Spectrum Bay News 9, 83 Degrees Media, Tampa Bay Magazine, and other local publications. 2022 is our first full year where we did a combined $1.2 million in total sales, all for a combined $2.06 million in our first 18 months.
In our first 6 months, we handmade and packaged over 9,000 orders. And in 2022, we handmade and packaged over 12,000 orders for a total of over 30,000 smokers and over 21,000 orders. We are currently producing over 750 to 1,000 smokers each week, and we can produce over 2,500 to 3,500 if demand requires it. And get ready for this, Sharks. Every single one of our 21,000 orders has been packaged and shipped out of our tiny 400 square foot office, and we're so excited to expand.
I originally started woodworking as a way to fulfill a lifelong dream of architecture. At 29 years old, I moved in with my parents with no money in the bank, and it was there that I was allowed to create my first true wood shop. I continued to learn and grow and hone my craft until I eventually took a risk on a larger and more professional shop space. This company came into being about a year and a half ago, in May of 2021, when my girlfriend at the time was accepted into a prestigious medical residency in New York City. And she asked me to go with her, and I knew that there was no way that I could afford New York tuition, rent, the whole lifestyle, and so I would have to come up with some way to afford it all. There had been a few smokers on the market, but they were clunky and machine-made, and I knew that with proper design and marketing and a story behind them, I could really bring them to life. So I started making a few prototypes. I put together a business plan. I started a Kickstarter, asking for $7,300 for a CNC, and in 32 days, reached $58,000 in funding. At that point, it was June 2021, and I had about 2 months before I started my first class in New York City, my first semester of architectural graduate school, and so I got to work. I started putting the team together, and I was able to communicate with Taylor, my nephew and director of operations, who has run this company while I've been gone. We've been able to do this through constant daily communication, online collaboration software, and weekly Zoom meetings to make sure that this business is running as efficiently as possible. We were spending $1,000 to $2,000 in ads per day and making $5,000 to $20,000 in revenue off of that, with our highest day being $34,000 and almost 1,000 orders. I was forced to quickly learn how to effectively communicate, how to order and talk to producers overseas, manage a 20-plus person seasonal staff, and my schoolwork. It was the most stressful but equally fulfilling time of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. After the first booming holiday season, sales dropped off over 80%, starting December 26th. I was devastated because we had to lay off the majority of the staff. We were paying $10,000+ in payroll each week and had stopped sales. But I refused to let this company fall apart and to fail. So I made a pivot to Valentine's Day, and we started pushing ads for that, which made us just enough to get to Father's Day and just enough to the next holiday. This time around, myself and a crew of 5 were able to produce 2,500 orders. It was at that point that I knew that even though this business may come in waves, it was here to stay. Some of our biggest challenges have been keeping up with inventory and enough skilled labor to make sure that we can keep up with demand. Also adjusting to a seasonal sales model, which was very tough to get used to, and the cash problems that go with that. And finally, fulfilling orders in an efficient and timely manner. As we've come into this better position, and thankfully things have begun to stabilize, we can be a lot more proactive versus reactive in our efforts. Up to this point, all of our advertising and marketing has been guerrilla efforts. Reaching out to local news, reaching out to media, social media, Instagram, influencers, local bars, hotels, and restaurants. We have clawed our way into the public eye.
2023 is the year of exposure, and with your investment and expertise, we will unlock our full potential by getting into big box stores, moving all of our packaging to a third party, and hiring a dedicated and effective marketing team.
We are hands down the best smoker in the world. We just need the help of the sharks with marketing and exposure to show that to everyone. This company is incendiary. We just need you to light the match.